Okay, we have everybody here?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Are you there, Mr. Reece?
I am.
Okay. All right. We're going to go on the record here in the White Circuit Court. This is cause number 91 Caesar 1 1101 DR 5. It's in reference to the marriage of Melissa Reece and Jason Reece. With us today, we have Jason Reece, a respondent, former husband. Are you there, Mr. Reece?
Yes.
All right. Are you doing this just by audio? Is that correct?
No, I should be on video. I don't know how to. Here we go.
There we go. Okay, there you are. All right. Okay. And we also have daughter, Brannigan. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. We're here today on correspondence from the father in reference to a multitude of things when it comes to, in essence, stopping the college payments, as well as request to verify that she is in college, should he continue to pay, didn't receive some documents, a multitude of things that we'll go over. First things first, this is being recorded live on YouTube due to Supreme Court rules. Also, this is being held remotely via Zoom, a specific Zoom program offered by the Indiana Supreme Court. If either one of you have an objection to us holding this through Zoom, say so now. If you do, please raise your hand. All right, neither party objects to that. There are a couple rules by the Indiana Supreme Court. You're not allowed to record these proceedings, whether through audio means or through visual means, okay? If you do, and the court finds out, you can be found in contempt of court for violating not only this court rule, but the Indiana Supreme Court rule when it comes to these type of hearings being held by Zoom. I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to speak. This will be just like we're in court. I'm going to swear you, put both of you under oath, and then I'll allow the father to state his side, and I'll allow daughter to state her side as well. If at any time you feel like you do need to say something, go ahead and raise your hand, and I'll keep track. That way it keeps out the cutting in and out of somebody while we're doing a hearing by Zoom, okay?
Okay.
All right, so if we'll do this first, if both of you please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm under the penalties of perjury that the evidence or testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Yes.
All right. Okay, Mr. Reece, I've got the letter here that you filed. In a synopsis, what is it you're asking the court to do today?
To terminate the $24 a week college assistance.
All right. Terminate the educational support. Currently, at some point in time, maybe last year, we did it to where it was $24 per week. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And that comes out through an income withholding order through your employer, Plenix. Is that right?
Penix.
Penix, sorry, adding an L. Okay. All right. And why are you requesting that to be terminated?
When we first went to court over this and you made the order for the $24 a week, there was some stipulations that she was supposed to follow. One of those being that I was supposed to receive bursars reports, grade average, everything that had to do with her college and where the money was going. And
what have you received?
the only thing I've received from Brannigan is in August, I believe it was. She had showed me that somebody had enrolled to Purdue University online courses, but it didn't have her name on it. And those classes were supposed to start in September of 2019. And that's the only correspondence I've received. I haven't gotten any grades from clear back when we first came to court. And she showed you an enrollment for Ivy Tech. I asked about those grades at Ivy Tech. She said she doesn't have them, that she turned everything into the courts, and Ivy Tech was irrelevant because it was clear back when this order was stated.
Okay. All right. Brannigan, what's going on?
I transferred from Ivy Tech to Purdue Global, which is an online schooling, because I
Yeah.
recently went to a prison to where I can only go online.
What do you mean you
And
went to you went what?
I went to work at a prison and I can only do schooling online because of the schedule there. So I gave him everything that I thought that I should give him, and
What did you
I
feel
didn't.
like you gave him?
I gave him my enrollment to Purdue, and I forgot to send over my grades from this last semester. I am currently not in school because I am pregnant and I'm not working right now. So I have taken a semester off.
Okay. Where are you living then?
I'm still living with my mom. I moved back in with my mom.
And which are you working over in Miami County Correctional?
I'm going back after I have my baby, but as
You're
of
on
right now, I'm
maternity
not
leave?
working. Not right now. I took a leave of absence, but I'm not working right now.
Okay. Dad, what'd you want? You raise
She's
your
not
hand.
living. She's not living with her mom. Her mother's living with her, and she was working at a nursing home. And as soon as she hired in there, she requested maternity leave, and they denied it. And she had stated to me just last week when I wished her a happy birthday that she had COVID from working in the nursing home. So I don't know what's going on here. I don't know about a leave of absence, but something's not jiving.
So did you take a leave of absence from a nursing home?
Yes.
Which
I
one?
went Monticello Healthcare.
When did you start employment there?
I took my clinicals in July, and then I started employment in August. And then after having complications with my pregnancy, I requested a leave, and they said, well, we're just going to terminate you, so I don't have a job. After I was supposed to go back from my COVID leave because I had tested positive, it came back false positive, so I had to go get tested again, and it came back negative, and that's when I started having my complications. So they allowed me to just take a leave, but I'm not working. I'm not employed there.
So I'm curious, you know, this money is for educational support. This isn't for child support anymore. Do you understand that as his daughter?
Yeah, but
And I
I'm
feel
not
like you're trying
using
to
it.
use this as child support, no longer for educational support. The
I'm
moment
using
you quit whatever school you were enrolled in, pretty much is when the educational support should have stopped. I don't care what your life happenings was. This wasn't, we're going to do child support until you're 26 years old. This was when you guys were in here, you showed me paperwork, you were enrolled in Ivy Tech. We reduced it to where he was going to help with his educational support, which is allowed. And now you're not even at Ivy Tech anymore. Did you even graduate from Ivy Tech?
No, I
Okay.
transferred to Purdue Global.
Okay. So how many of those credits transferred?
The classes at Purdue Global weren't the same as Ivy Tech, so none of them counted.
So I'm going to tell you as the court, I take that as maybe they were not completed or they were bad grades. Ivy Tech's every post-secondary education college in Indiana accepts Ivy Tech classes. That's the
I know,
agreement that Ivy Tech made with all the schools in Indiana.
I was going for a different,
So tell me this, why wouldn't even any of the basic classes transfer?
because I did not get good enough grades for them to
Okay.
transfer.
So what you're saying is, and this is the reason why I made sure that you had a certain level GPA. And now I'm finding out that must be the reason why you didn't want to give your dad a copy of your records or your GPA, because you would find out, and the court would find out through a letter from dad probably, that you were not upholding your end of the court order. Is that fair to say?
When I went back in to find my grades and send them all to my dad, I could not find them.
Okay. All right.
And I told him that I could not find them.
Okay. All right. So for your future reference, anytime there's a court order and you don't abide by a court order, you can be found in contempt of court. You understand what contempt of court is?
No, I do not. Not fully.
Okay, contempt of court is you broke the court rules. A court ordered you. That's why your dad, he's going through this avenue to stop paying it instead of just saying, alas, I'm done. I'm not going to do anything, because I'm certain your dad understands what could happen to him if he's found in contempt of court. If you willfully disobey a court order, okay? And so I have a wide gamut of things that I can do. And I tell everybody, I can just slap you on the wrist, say, don't do it again. Or I can go to the extreme end and say, you know what? I'm going to put you out here at the White County Jail. I'm going to let you sit in here for whatever amount of days I want to give you an opportunity to correct your wrong toward the court. Okay? So you tell me, what do you think I should do for your violation of the court order when you were supposed to stay enrolled at Ivy Tech? Supply your dad with all grades at Ivy Tech. Those two orders. What should I do to you?
I don't know, sir.
Okay. It's a shame that a father and daughter and mother relationship has came this far. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to terminate the educational support. You're no longer in school. You weren't even back. I don't believe you even were the last time father wrote a letter and we issued an order basically telling everybody to abide by the court's order of May 20th, 2019. You remember receiving that order?
Yes, I was in school then.
Oh, well then, okay. Then why did you not provide the documents that your dad wanted in his letter? Why did you not provide them then?
I honestly forgot.
Okay. All right. But you appreciate the fact that if your dad tried using that excuse for any of the years to pay child support to your mom, that he honestly forgot. You appreciate and can probably say that that's probably not a good excuse for your dad to not pay child support through the years. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm only saying this because I'm confident. Are you married right now?
No.
Okay. But you're having a child out of wedlock.
Yes.
And my court deals with a lot of those. So I'm very confident that somehow you're going to be dealing with court orders in this child out of wedlock, whether it's some type of custody, visitation, child support. But the good thing here is you have a leg up for the next time, because now you're understanding what court orders are. You now have the understanding of what a contempt of court is. You also now have the understanding of what a judge can do when he finds you willfully disobeying a court order. So you have a heads up. You have a leg up on anybody else now because you've had to go through some of this. I'm not going to throw you in jail. I'm going to terminate your dad's educational support. I'm going to grant his request that be terminated immediately. And we will file a new income withholding order to his employer to terminate that current $24 a week order. Anything else, Mr. Reece?
Yeah, I'd like to speak with you regarding the child support order privately at the end of this.
I cannot do that. I'm not allowed to speak to one party alone. That's ex parte communication, and I can get in trouble by the Indiana Supreme Court for that.
This is not like trying to modify anything. This was just giving an address, a new address for employment. Okay.
All right. So with that being said, you still have that email address that you sent the A. Baines, the one that you sent your thing? All right.
Yeah.
So she's Madam Court Reporter. You can send her address and employer information through that email. All right. We're allowed to do that. Okay. So if you want to give her an update to any of your employer status, location, so that we can mail that to your HR payroll department, I guess, to terminate that. Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Reece?
In my letter, I had asked about the tax offset.
Yeah.
And the tax offset letter that I got was to withhold $717, I believe.
71807. Yeah.
71807. by the time that the money's paid out came around, I'd already paid some arrearages and paid that down to $523 maybe. I don't know the exact figure, but it left roughly $200 sitting out there somewhere that I have not been able to track down. And I've talked to the child support office numerous times, and they direct me to the IRS, and I get no luck. So there's $200 of my money out there floating somewhere for the last 2 years, and I don't know how to get it back, and I'm asking the courts to.
So ultimately, at the end of the day, if you have any overpayment of taxes, the IRS will cut you a check and send it to you. But I bet what's happening is it's going through a bunch of mills and running through the mill. I don't know why you haven't received any type of refund yet.
I would also like to ask the courts if possible to get a copy of the offset payout to Melissa to make sure that she got only what she had coming and not the whole $700.
All right, so you want me to have the 4D office do an audit of this, correct?
Yes.
And provide the results of that audit to both you and Melissa Venters, correct?
It doesn't matter to me if it goes to her or not, but I would like to have a copy.
No, I will. I'll make sure that both parties get a copy of the audit performed by them. Anything else?
I believe that
I
takes
can't
care
help
of
you with the IRS problem. I apologize. I can't. The only thing you could probably do is find somebody and send this new court order to them that any overpayment shall be reimbursed or turned over to the father in this matter, Jason Reece. We'll do that in the order as well. It's the only thing I can do, and then you can provide a copy of that to them. That's the only thing I can do.
Okay.
I have a lot of powers, but I don't have the power to bark at the IRS and tell them what.
All right.
All right, Brannigan, anything else on your behalf that you want addressed?
No.
Nope. Okay. You still have the same address? Yes. Do you still have the same address?
Yes, as actually, my new address, I don't know if you guys have it. It's 5451 North 900 East. You might have my old one.
On Washington Street?
Yes, that was when my ex-stepdad and my mom were still married. We recently moved about a year ago. And I gave my dad that address.
Okay. All right. So what is that address again?
It's 5451 North 900 East. And it's still in Monticello.
Okay. All right. We'll update your new address. Is that your mom's new address as well in this matter?
Yes.
All right. We'll update both addresses for everybody at that address. Okay. That'll be the order of the court. We'll get that sent out to everybody. Wish you guys good luck. Okay.
May I speak to Brannigan directly?
I can put you guys in a breakout room if you give me a second.
Okay.
And you should be there. We'll go off the record in this matter. The court's just going to keep running the Zoom meeting so they can do their breakout session.